Prepare. In 1949, my grandmother's curls flapped under her tucked cap, heels clicking against the cement. She and her buttoned, suited cohorts would giggle against the roar of propellers, lipstick grinning to the wind. Upon boarding, she ran her French manicure down the leathered aisles, clinking champagne with a pearly white sheen. She and 4 others glided across the carpet, china and cutlery gleaming in the early sun. The rumble of takeoff and the thunder of landing were thrills, spills of hors d'oeuvres merely napkined off, swept away with the gloss of Concord skies. Paris, New York, Frankfurt, her eyes melted as the cities rolled off her tongue. Time difference was a flirtatious surprise. Sleep could wait as long as there was time for curling, powdering, and slipping into stockings. My grandmother's heels rest peacefully in the cavern of her closet, snuggled between A-line skirts and travel brochures. Only age had forced her touchdown. Her varicose veins were swelled from cabin pressure, but streaked red with excitement. 2010 marked 5 years since I had first met the plane. Up at 35,000 feet, I remember clinking my orange juice with their Diet Cokes, feasting upon my well-earned portion of pasta shells. I had run my dry hands over the worn grid of the 757, snapping and heaving, puke bags pouring out of my sides, my heels merely muffled by the ragged aisles. I itched for real land. Upon arrival, I squinted at the fluorescent beams lining the airport streams. Days began to chug in clumps like baggage thumps, groaning on the squeaky plane. I pushed myself to no longer succumb to moving walkways and actually use my muscles. I would capture my hygiene in 50 milliliters, packing eyes closed, sleeping 6 hours ahead of normalcy. Only when it was just me and the hum of the hotel mini-fridge could I call him, sound pleased at his amazement. Really? Taiwan? What did it matter if I barely left customs? I was floating in anti-space, land that countries claim but is still tethered to nature. Once, after locating the nearest emergency exits, I remember sinking into my knobbly seat and just breathing. I could trust the intelligence that propelled us into the skies. Physics was merely a thrust. But I flinched when I realized that I measured home in terms of thousands of miles away, time differences, and whether or not I needed a visa. His voice crackled over overpriced calls, could not fill the 10 hours of food, hate at the customers that summoned us like dolls. Anything to declare? Just my existence. Here, you can have all the free pens and air miles you want. I am not getting back on that plane. That's what I had told him on our anniversary and my divorce of the skies. Drive me far away from the sprawl of baggage claims and 3 a.m. naps, I pleaded. Screw statistics. I'm ready for proper travel. And so we drove some more, until the day that we received a call that she was not feeling well, and we had to be there in 2 days. Across the country, only reachable by plane. I winced. But he pushed me, and we turned around, barreled for passports and early check-ins. During takeoff, I remember sinking into the grumble of engines, of all the years I spent parading these aisles, and realized who we were going to see. The woman that convinced me that the sky is a place of openness, suspended amongst the clouds. She would tell me of the days that she could not wait to get back to peering out the boxy windows over a land anew, untouchable, but still a part of the world. Isn't that what travel is all about? She asked, gently rocking as her wrinkled fingers grazed over the black and white cabin crew photograph. Even now at her bedside, the horizon sun still beams in her eyes. Curls loose, yet lightly tousled, red feathered lips from 95 years and 30,000 miles. we were both ready to soar. Thank you.